Welcome to another Saasu.com training video. Today we're going to take a step-by-step guide through setting up SuperStream in your file so that your employees get paid their superannuation on time every time. The first thing you'll need to do in your file is to add the superannuation funds that your employees use. You can do this by clicking on the cogwheel icon and selecting Settings for this file. Scroll down to the payroll subheading and click on Manage Superannuation Funds. On the Manage Superannuation Funds page, click on the Add button and you can add either a regulated fund or a self-managed super fund. If you are adding a regulated fund, you can then select it from the drop-down list. If you are adding a self-managed super fund, you will need to add the name of the fund, the ABN, and any other optional information. Please ensure whichever type of fund you are adding, you select the payment method, which is how you will make the payment of the super. Once you have added the fund, click on Save, and we'll go to the next step. You'll need to do this for each different superannuation fund that your employees use. The next step is to ensure that the payroll item is set up correctly. You can do this by once again clicking on the cogwheel icon and selecting Settings for your file. Scroll down to the payroll subheading and click on Manage Pay Items. In your pay items list, you will see a pay item set up for Employer Contribution Superannuation Guarantee Contribution. Click on the pencil icon to open this and ensure that the superannuation pay item tick box labelled "Yes, this pay item is used for superannuation amounts" is ticked and superannuation guarantee is selected in the drop-down box. Make sure to save after doing this. Once you have set up these two things, you can set up the employees' details. You can do this by clicking on View and Employees, clicking on the pencil icon next to the employee's name, and clicking on the Default Pay tab. On the Default Pay tab, under Employer Contributions, you can use the plus button to add a new pay item and select Superannuation Guarantee Contribution. Ensure that the Auto Calc tick box is ticked. Please note that for employees within Australia, there is a threshold for employees on a monthly basis of $450. If they get paid less than that per month, then they will not need to be paid Superannuation Guarantee Contribution. Please note that Saasu does not calculate this, so if you have employees that would fall under this threshold, please take that into consideration. Once you have done this, please tick on the tag icon next to the Superannuation Guarantee Contribution and fill in the details. In the contact field, you will need to select the super fund which you have just added. By adding this in Saasu, it will automatically create it as a contact, so please ensure you select the correct one which has been added. You can then enter the employee's membership number, you can enter the fund name and the payment method. Once you've entered this information, please click on OK. By filling in this information on your default pay, this will flow through to any future payroll entries for this employee. Please note that it will not flow through to payroll entries made prior to adding this information on the default pay. If you have payroll entries prior to that, please click on View and Payroll Open each of these payroll entries. Click on the tag icon next to superannuation payment and add the details, and save this once more. These details will ensure that the Superannuation Guarantee Contribution flows through to our report.